What's up everybody, this is Joe with J Blake Photo, and in today's video I am trying to catch yet again a sunset here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Clouds are not a super common thing, but as you can see we've got a few today, and I thought that I would come down here to the Tule Springs Fossil Beds National Monument to try and capture a sunset. The other exciting thing about this video is that I have brought along 2 cameras with me, and I want to talk to you a little bit about that. But first, I'm gonna head out here into the fossil beds, into these petrified, I don't know if they're petrified dunes? I should probably look that up. But I'm gonna head out here and see if I can't find a composition. Sunset should be, my watch is dead. Sunset I think is in about an hour. So I've got a couple of minutes to get down into these kind of valleys here and see if I can't get a cool setup for a sunset photo. Has been totally destroyed. I mean, just treated like a dump. There's an engine block right over there. There's pallets over there. I'm literally standing on glass and mirrors and just all kinds of just absolutely. But I've been here before when sunset hits, and what I can tell you is that the tops of these just light right up. They get this really wonderful orange glow, and that's what I'm hoping for. What I want is a composition from inside one of these little valleys here. Now I'm not gonna be able to get there with the car, so I'm gonna have to stop and hike, but I think I'm gonna head over this ridge here, see if I see anything on that side. So I've almost figured out what I want for my deep background. I just need to find a foreground and a midground before the sunsets. I wonder if there's any bodies out here. I mean, it is Vegas after all. Okay, so I think this spot will generally achieve my goal. And what is that goal? Well, my hope first is that I can get a shot here. There's a interesting kind of curvature of the ground right below me in the foreground. The midground has these kind of rolling tops, and then in the background are these mountains. The hope is that as the sun begins to set here in just a few minutes, that it will start to light up. And as it lights up, we'll get just some interesting contrast between those 3 kind of areas. The other reason that I like this spot is that in the event that that does not work, I am pretty much kind of at a top point, so I could turn my composition this way, or this way, or this way, and potentially try to frame up something else in the event that the light does not do what I want it to do. My plan is to start with the Tamron 24mm, 70-24, and then I will probably, depending on how things are looking, might swap that out for the 14mm that I have with me. So right away I'm noticing that as the sun is now peeking through and the tops of these are going to start to light up, I don't like my lens choice. So quickly I'm going to switch to the 14 mil. So we ended up with some really nice light on the tops of some of these kind of mesas here. And now I'm hoping that we'll end up getting light or at least some color in these clouds out here as the sun continues to kind of finish setting. The ironic part is that just right over there, the clouds, it's like bright and, you know, it's your classic, you know, your classic like calendar sunset shot. I'll show you. I'm not saying that's not beautiful, but it's just kind of boring. What interests me is the light that's hitting that mountain right now. It's slowly kind of drifted down, and now that red, that strong red color is hitting the top of that mountain. It's coming up in the background here in the clouds. It's not neon red, it's not crazy, but it's just enough. Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying that sunsets like that aren't beautiful. Those clouds are gorgeous. And the color is really great. You've got some purples and some oranges, but that's not what I came to shoot. And I'll tell you the hardest thing for me is coming to a location, finding a composition that I like, and then getting distracted by something else. And then suddenly I am flummoxed and rushing to try and get something else done. And then nothing gets done. It happens all the time. It happened at this exact spot a week ago. It actually happened on the way here. ADHD kicked in and it was just time to go. Also, there's some huge telephone poles in the way there, and I don't have my long lens with me. All right, so jet flying overhead. So I promised you a new camera. I said at the beginning of this video that I'd be shooting with a new camera today. I have added a new Canon camera to my kit. So today I've been carrying around not the R5 or the R6 or the M50 Mark whatever, but my 7D Mark I. This is a 18 megapixel camera. I think it was released in 2009, so this thing is 11 years old. It shoots, like I said, 18 megapixels at I think 7 or 8 frames per second. And it shoots 1080p in 24 frames. It's an APS-C camera, and I've got this super cool EFS 24mm lens on it. It does not have live autofocus, meaning it will not autofocus while it's recording video. But I figure for most of what I want this for what I wanted a second camera for, was to do kind of technical videos talking about my settings and things like that while I was using my main camera, which is this camera, the EOS R. While the video quality is probably not as good as what you might get out of the EOS R or really any other camera recently released, it does the trick. And I find that I don't really need dual pixel autofocus when I can lock this off on a tripod and then focus on wherever I'm going to be standing or whatever I'm going to be doing, and just focus it, start recording. The downside is it does take CF cards, so that's kind of a pain. But also, I already had it, so it was free, or at least that's how I'm thinking about it. Clouds are still doing some fun stuff over here. Anyway, it is getting dark, so I'm gonna head back to my car before I can't find it anymore because I didn't bring a light with me. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, if you stuck around this long, go ahead and hit the like button, hit subscribe, check out my website, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, @jblakePhoto. Anyway, shoot me a comment, let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.